Welcome to the Foxpreneur Files, where curiosity gets claws and creativity gets a tail. I'm Master Fox, your cosmic guide to clever ideas, cozy wisdom, and the occasional dramatic leap off a metaphorical bookshelf. Trust me, you're in the right den.
Humans long for peace, yet gird for war. From the moment humans learned to sharpen stone, they also learned to sharpen ambition. Civilizations rose with songs of glory and fell under the weight of their own conquests. And through every age, one truth has remained unchanged. The achievement humans desire most is military power.
Ah, yes, nothing says civilization like inventing tools and immediately using them on each other. Classic human move.
Politics may evolve, but destruction is the one shadow it can never cast off. When the animal called human gains power, they begin to imagine themselves as masters of the planet, forgetting how small they are against the vastness of the world, how fleeting a single life truly is.
Meanwhile, the planet just spins like, I'll be here long after you're done arguing.
People change technologies, borders, ideologies, but what people think rarely changes. Wars continue to take countless lives. Humans never forget the grief, yet they never stop fighting either. Streams of blood and tears become ornaments in the ritual of destruction, repeated generation after generation. Every era has a chapter that only war can speak.
And the biggest casualties? Civilians. The innocent. The unarmed. The ones who never get a seat at the negotiation table, but always get the bill.
Fight for peace. A phrase humanity has chanted for centuries. Humans long for peace, yet gird for war. They search for love, yet harbor hate. They cry out for harmony, then fill arenas of violence to capacity.
You ever notice how humans say violence is bad, then pay $200 for front row seats to watch people punch each other? Just an observation.
This contradiction isn't a flaw in the system. It is the system. Shakespeare wrote, "A man can die but once, yet a person may feel themselves being killed many times over through loss and memory." Erasmus warned, "War is delightful to those who have had no experience of it." And Martin Luther called war the greatest plague that can affect humanity. It destroys religion, it destroys states, it destroys families.
Translation. People who've never been in a war think it's a movie. People who've been in a war wish it were fiction.
So what does it take to end a war? The answer is rarely emotional. Warfare is, at its core, a negotiation between states, a brutal form of diplomacy conducted when all other methods fail. Wars don't require hatred to begin. They ignite over territory, resources, ideology, religion, pride, objectives leaders refuse to relinquish. When those objectives are met, wars end. Or they end when the human cost outweighs the gains.
And hatred? That's just the seasoning. The real dish is strategy.
And so the paradox remains. Humans dream of peace, yet prepare for conflict. They mourn the dead, yet march toward the next battlefield. They condemn violence, yet are drawn to its spectacle. To understand humanity is to understand this contradiction.
You're complicated creatures. Beautiful, but complicated.
Every generation inherits the same question. What does it take to end a war? Some say victory, some say compromise, some say exhaustion. But perhaps the real answer lies in recognizing that the cost of destruction is carried not by generals or rulers, but by the civilians who never chose the fight. War may be woven into the long story of humanity, but so is the desire to rise above it. If clarity, strategy, and compassion ever outweigh the instinct to destroy, then peace will be more than a chant. It will be a choice.
And maybe, just maybe, that's the chapter humanity hasn't written yet.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of the Foxpreneur Files. Your time, your curiosity, and your support mean the world to me. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, hit that subscribe button, and share it with someone who'd love it too. It helps the channel grow and lets us keep creating more stories, guides, and Fox-powered wisdom for you.
And remember, every time you subscribe, a fox gets its sparkle back. Don't leave us dull.
We'll see you in the next one. Thanks again for being here.